Riot sometimes likes making lore champions, and sometimes they show up in other games first. Yone, for example, was first added into Legends of Runeterra as a card, and we knew about him being Yasuo's brother long before he got added into League. Same for Senna. And they said they would like to make more lore champions in the future, so let's take a look at 5 characters from Legends of Runeterra that could become champions in League in the future, their lore, card descriptions, artwork, in-game abilities, as well as voice lines. But before we begin, this video is sponsored by Opera GX. You've heard of gaming chairs, but what about a gaming browser? Opera GX is the first browser optimized for gaming. It looks really good and it has a ton of interesting features. Right on the homepage you see release dates for upcoming games, games that are offered for free on different platforms right now, recommendations, trailers and news. You can easily import your bookmarks and settings from your previous browser, so you don't have to do that again. Just go to Settings, Synchronization, Import Bookmarks and Settings, and select the browser you want it to copy from. It's highly customizable. You can pick from a lot of themes, even change the colors yourself if you want. Pick the backgrounds, you can even have adaptive background music that changes based on what you are doing. This is really AI music. It also has an integrated ad blocker and a VPN, and a nice Force Dark theme option that makes sites that don't have a dark theme go dark without needing any plugins to do so. Then on the left side you can check the GX control, see how much each tab is using, and you can murder them with one click. You have limiters for network, RAM and CPU, so it won't use up as much of your RAM or processor. Here are some stats compared to Chrome with the same number of tabs opened, and you can lower this usage even more with the limiters. There's also the cleaner that lets you easily get rid of cache. It also has integration with certain apps and websites like Discord and Twitch. You can log into your account and see who is live on Twitch directly from the sidebar and get notifications when someone goes live. Same for Discord, you can pop it up from here, and same for other messenger apps like WhatsApp too. And probably my favorite part is the music integration. The GX player lets you connect to music apps like Spotify and play directly from the sidebar. But my favorite feature from this is that if you open up a stream or a video, the music pauses automatically, and if you stop watching, the music resumes by itself. Try it out for free using the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It's only going to take you a minute, and let me know what your favorite aspect of it is. There's a lot of cool features you can discover. Opera GX is also available on mobile, and it is integrated with a desktop app. And thanks to Opera for sponsoring the channel. Now let's continue with the video. First up, Citria. What's cool about her is that she does not have one card, but she's represented by 4 cards in lore, showing her at multiple times in her life, from being a young traveler making it into Demacia with dreams of adventure, to becoming a squire, to then progressing through ranks and becoming an elite guard as Citria the Bold, to finally becoming Citria, Lady of Clouds, with the card ability of doubling allies' power and health and granting them Challenger. So you'll get promoted easy into Challenger if you have her in your team. Even Jarvan talks to her when summoned.
Citria, you're a sight for sore eyes.
We came as fast as we could, Prince Jarvan. Are you hurt?
And she was also part of the launch cinematic trailer, so she could work as maybe a top AD bruiser or juggernaut, or maybe a tanky support.
Dive, Silverwings, dive! Demacians, bring down the skies! With Demacia in our hearts, we fly!
Next up, Corina Veraza, the one we thought could be Renata, maybe too similar now in nature to her, but still a cool design. She's a Chem Baron villain with a pretty cool design. She would probably be a support and use plants as her abilities that poison or control her enemies. She gathers deadly ingredients for her chemical arsenal from the rare plants she grows. Experiments left her with some scars concealed by fashionable equipment, so sounds quite similar to Renata maybe. Her description says, the narrow-minded Piltoverans know only gears and metal, and cannot appreciate the delicate art in every stem, every petal, every cell of my cultivar. I will craft them an undeservedly graceful doom. Corina aims to become the envy of Piltover's ruling clans and Zone's warring Cambarans alike. Her current magnum opus is a rare flower that feeds on the volatile chemicals of the Zone Grey. And her voice actress is the one that also voiced Akali.
Like a flower, Zon will bloom. They will learn to fear the sun. Zon will be mine.
Commander Ledros is a cool card from the Shadow Isles. When summoned, dealing damage to the enemy nexus, and when dying, instead of being destroyed, the card returns to hand. His description is, most spirits lost themselves as the passing years erode with memories, but anguish anchors Ledros to his past. Some things even time cannot absolve. He also has an ability card, the Blade of Ledros, that is the skill used when he's played. It has a description too. Half a blade for half a man. a weapon broken as its wielder's vow, broken as the king it was sworn to protect, broken as the kingdom of shadow that once was blessed. So he could be a cool champion as a former general of Viego, and he was also Callista's lover in life, and is trying to free her soul. But Thresh persuaded Ledros to give up trying to free Callista, and has succeeded in obtaining Ledros' silver pendant, which Ledros used to try to remind Callista of her humanity. However, Ledros did not stop trying and instead has decided to end the curse of the Ires himself.
I must end this madness before I lose myself. I am Ledros, the King's Shield. Look at them. What have they become? Sheriff
Lariette Rose is another interesting pick, coming from Bilgewater, being a sheriff and using a whip as her weapon and having a really cool kind of horse. There may be no law in Bilgewater, yet a handful of brave souls within the city's walls are unafraid of enforcing their own idea of justice. Lariette grew up in Demacia, where she first developed her ironclad sense of justice. No criminal too tough, no crime too great to take on. She grew tired of the prospects Demacia had to offer, setting sight towards the hotbed of criminal activity in Bilgewater. So in Gotham. In lawless Bilgewater, she's become a vigilante whose work rounded up scum from the bounty board is never done. She's taken on the daunting task of cleaning up Bilgewater and making a name for herself, or at least die trying. Could work well as a bounty hunter vigilante champion, and we don't have any champions that use a whip, so it could be cool ability wise as well.
Not starting trouble, just ending it. Place could use some order. Bilgewater's lawless, but bounties pay. Time's up, Bildrat. You're all over the bounty board. Bag 'em and tag 'em, all in a day's work.
And the last one for this video, Jack the Winner. This guy is just really damn cool. Half shark, half human, in charge of a fish mafia in Bilgewater, and he also made a deal with Tahm Kench. Years in the boxing ring taught Jack valuable lessons. He learned that if his opponents can bleed, they can fear. He learned the power of a silent stare. He learned the power of uncontrolled violence. He also has an ability card called Sleep with the Fishes, with a shark boy ready to kick your ass if you are an ally, but deal damage to the enemy nexus as well. Fair trade, I would say. Once a champion boxer aboard the King's Court, Jack the Winner now runs the entire ship. Sitting atop a makeshift throne, he ensures his businesses are kept well away from prying eyes. He also maintains a close bond with Tahm Kench, who often visits in search of patrons. Those in good standing with Jack can find him disarmingly warm, but woe betide those who incur his anger, when Jack's dark eyes fall dead, and he rouses the violent tendencies that made him so formidable in the ring. You can also see the contract with Jack in Tahm's level up animation.
Who's angry for action, eh? Aren't any gods here? Just me. My boat, my rules. Who's ready for a show?
And that's it for this one. Let me know which one of those 5 would you like to see most added as a champion. And if you like the idea of this video and would like to see more, or if you have other cards from lore you would like to see turned into champions. Thanks for watching, leave a like and subscribe if you are new here, or I will send Sharky boys after you to beat you up and steal your lemons, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.